Vladimir Putin's spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters Boris Johnson will have to apologize to Russia for claiming Moscow was involved in the attempted murder of former double agent Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia in Salisbury. Mr. Johnson suggested defense research laboratory Porton Down had confirmed the nerve agent used on Mr. Skripal had been produced on Russia, a claim Porton Down later denied. Mr. Peskov added that the Foreign Secretary will now have to face his European colleagues and apologise to Russia for his statements. He said, the UK Foreign Minister has been blaming Vladimir Putin. He will have to look into the eyes of his EU colleagues and he will have to apologise to Russia somehow. GETTY. RTPutin's spokesman demanded BoJo apologise to EU for his statements on Russia. Johnson defended his statements from the criticism of the Russian state and Jeremy Corbyn, who called on the Foreign Secretary to answer for the inconsistencies of the investigation. Mr. Johnson wrote on Twitter, "It is lamentable that Jeremy Corbyn is not playing Russia's game and trying to discredit the UK over Salisbury attack." Porton Down identified nerve agent as military-grade Novichok. Russia has investigated delivering nerve agents, likely for assassination, for targeting Sergei Skripal. He added, 28 other countries have been so convinced by UK case they have expelled Russians. In contrast, Jeremy Corbyn chooses to side with the Russian spin machine. He will have to look into the eyes of his EU colleagues and he will have to apologise to Russia somehow. Dmitry Peskov. But despite Mr. Peskov's the latest developments in the Salisbury attack investigation, the European Union renewed its support of the UK and called on Moscow to cooperate to find out who carried out the first known attack with nerve agents since the end of the Second World War. German government spokesperson Ulrich Demmer said, "We share Britain's view that there is a high likelihood that Russia is behind it." More than 20 Western countries expelled Russian diplomats suspected to be spies in solidarity with London after the poisoning, despite Moscow had been fiercely denying it carried out the attack. In turn, Russia has expelled more than 60 diplomats from at least 23 countries, including the US, the UK and Germany, in retaliation.